Hello viewers, here we are in the car with Bernie. We're just having a drive along with Bernie. He's looking, there he is, looking a bit sneaky there. There he is. I don't think I can use Mystery with gloves on. Cool, it gets quite warm when he's on there. What's that? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no. There we are. So where's the camera for Max's hand on board? Yeah. Oh, is that where it is? Right. Okay. Yeah. Oh, well, that's Brazil for you, isn't it? Right. Okay. So there we are. That's a bit of that. I've done 3 laps on the course, as you can see, and the 3 laps were just essentially installation laps, really, to just understand the handling, the wheel, get my wheel set up after I messed it up the other day, and then we are good to go, viewers. 2 seconds, and all we're going to do first is just dial ourselves into the circuit, and I found that it's not necessarily easy because I don't know what gears to go through corners, so it's really just getting the gearing right. But I watched a quick lap from Jarno Opmeer earlier, and he was going jolly quickly. We've also got for in a bit as well, I've also got my little F1 car, so I can just sit in here, and the slippers are still there. The slippers will come off and the serious socks will be on as well, so we'll be doing that in just a moment. Right, hang on then. I thought my lap was already going to be off then, but there we are. We're coming to the first chicane, and we're breaking. Oh, we have a raid. Oh, I'm off. I need to stop now. I need to say
thank you, I'm off. Yes.
Oh, thank you for the raid. I should jump into my Formula One car now as a little celebration. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for the raid. Welcome. I'm off. I'm just learning this new track that's been added to F1. So apologies for those of you tuning in and seeing me all over the place. I don't know what gear to go around corners or how to drive this circuit yet. This is the new Saudi Arabia Jeddah circuit, which is being. But you see, there's loads of speed to find. Loads of speed. We're going to slow down after this and have a little chat for a second. So lots of speed to find there as well. Oh, thank you. Yes, I'm in my little cockpit here. For those of you that are new, by the way, welcome to the channel. What do we do? A bit of racing gaming on the channel. I don't have a special video yet to show what I do. I do a bit of over the shoulder when I do cockpit cam and stuff like that, so you can see a bit of input, which is always nice. Obviously standard gaming and stuff like that, and then we have, if you're doing a bit of chat as well, sometimes I have just to mix it all up a bit. And of course then we have the different cameras here for the car I'm in now, or if, for example, I want to turn off very quickly. If I wanted to turn off my F1 car, a little bit of orange there, you've always got to have the bit behind your head. Or I could be in my Daytona car when I'm doing Daytona and stuff like that. So I like to jump into my different cars and do it on the fly occasionally, and also give you guys a bit of over-the-shoulder input. Camera slightly moves there. Just move that there. There we are. And a bit of rally driving, sometimes a bit of online driving as well. I test all different types of racing games on the channel and on YouTube, where most of my views are as well. So hello to everybody, and do say hello in the chat. And do a lot of you follow the Formula One as well? Better camera views in F1. Exactly. We've got hands-on. You can see my input. Unlike Formula One, on Max's car, you can actually see the input and what I'm doing all the time. And you can see my feet as well, so you can see the actual pedal inputs. I'm surprised Formula One doesn't have a pedal cam. Can you imagine that? And they did actually do that once, years ago. There was a Japanese driver at the Japanese Grand Prix, I think it was, actually had a pedal cam, and that was when they had foot clutch, standard clutch, which was like, just constantly dancing around for thousands of gear changes in a Formula One Grand Prix. Wow, those guys were legends. Where was that camera view?
Where was that view? Yes.
I have no idea where that view was, but it certainly was Hidden away, hidden away. Having said that, I mean, my feeling is quite controversial. Thank you. You know what? I've been hiding it away for a rainy day, and then just pulled it out. And I was going to do more Formula One races, and I was going to get into Motor F1, but I noticed, unfortunately, I can't feel the game as well as, say, Gran Turismo. Gran Turismo, you can really feel the car. I can't really feel the car in the Formula One games. I don't know why, but it just doesn't communicate with me. It feels a little bit more like driving a bus in a way. It's oh, you scum! I haven't figured this out. Damn it! Damn it! So it's about exit speeds. You know, you watch someone like Jarno Opmeer do all this, and he does it sort of like perfectly on his first go. He just obviously plays this game every day of his life, and that's all he's played for the last, you know, God knows how many years. But at the same time, I still would expect myself to have. All right, let's just dial myself in now. I've lost my focus. We'll catch up with chat in just a second. It's hard to actually play this, learn it, and read chat. I will. No, that's right. I understand now. Multicoloured bit. Then the turning. No. Now fifth through there, then fifth. Fifth gear. Right, let's get our head in gear then. Let's get our head in gear, viewers. Oh. Let's just restart the lap and we'll try again. Right. No, I do tune in, I'm off. I do watch your races. I'm more of a lurker quite often. Tuning in. What was I watching the other day? Can't remember now. I always enjoy the jovial chat and jovial racing as well. Go into lurk mode, absolutely, Hawk, and you'll just see me doing some practicing now, and then eventually doing a race. I just want to get my head into gear with it first. So I'm gonna stop talking for a minute and just we've just jumped out of our McLaren and we're just jumping into the Mercedes now to see how we get on here, just to see if there's a speed difference, if I can be nearly as quick. A bit of wall riding. I think a wall riding to number one seems to be the way forward. I don't know what gear to go around that corner, and I can't see what gear I'm in when I'm turning because my hand is in the way of the screen. So as you can see here, but you can't see here. But let's see where we are, viewers. Oh goodness me, the wheel spin central around there, isn't it? Goodness, concentration required. Tell you what, it's stressful. Alrighty, here we go. The heart rate round there is going to be something else for these drivers, I tell you. The heart rate on this course. I'm too slow with my DRSing, but we improved again, viewers. We improved again. We're up to 9,000. So you see that? That was 2,000 improvements. Turn off damage and wall ride. You know what? There's a part of my Project Gotham racing training that it's in my mind. I can see that. I can see there's some wall bouncing options available. But alas, no. We are, you know, gentlemen racers. I like to think we are gentlemen racers. So we're going to stick with the gentleman racing here and see how we get on. Wall riders, Jay. Hello, Jay. Welcome. I don't see one place to overtake. Okay, so let's talk about it from a racing perspective now. So no one's going to overtake through here. Single file, hanging on through there. Then you accelerate as the corner opens up for you. Quite quick through here. But you need to pull in a bit of speed so that you're ready for that section. Then you'll go wide. Then you want to pull in speed to get tight here, to get the best exit here. And drivers are going to want to cut that bit there almost. As long as they're on the line, they're allowed to. Ready for that DRS there. This corner's quite interesting because drivers are going to come in here and they're going to find the limit of grip and then where the car can hang on as it spits them out. So there's a wall of death around there. That's what Parabolica used to be at Monza. This is a dive-in corner, but you want to carry as much speed in and throw the car that way, and it will get really close to the wall right up on those curves. Then you have a high-speed section. No one's going to get past anyone here, of course, but they're going to close up a little bit. And how close can they stay through here with the turbulent air at that speed? That's going to be a question. But then this is it now. This is the DRS point where they're going to get on the DRS. They're going to close, 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 they're going to close. Getting really close now. And then once they get to about here, that's when you're going to see, because you've got a bit of runoff there. But when you're going towards that runoff, at 200 mile an hour, and then you're hitting the brakes at the last minute, that's pretty damn scary. That's going to really, drivers are going to have complete confidence in everything they're doing, because that's a really high speed section, and the wall isn't as far away as some walls are, given the speed that they're coming into that corner. I mean, it's pretty crazy how much belief you've got to have in your car at those speeds on something like that. Right, let's restart lap now. We only have a McLaren, unfortunately, so I feel kind of dirty if I'm sitting in my McLaren doing Mercedes laps. I kind of need a, where is it? Where's my McLaren? I kind of need a Mercedes to sit in as well to make it, you know, to make it feel, you know, and a Red Bull and a Ferrari. It's getting the photos and then cutting them out. It takes ages and I'm rubbish. I do all this with my phone. I have to do it with my stylus because I'm useless with Photoshop. And yes, awesome. And we got a follow as well. I missed a follow earlier as well by DBYP Hawk. Thank you for the follow.
Thank you for the follow, yes.
So I appreciate that as well. Oh, nice to see a few new viewers in the chat. And we're going to restart lap now. I'm just going to concentrate just for a moment, do a few laps and just see if I can dial myself into it. So let's just start that. Right, here we go. Let's try a bit of that then. See how we get on. Do say hello, viewers. Have a little bit of chat. I take it you're all watching the race yesterday. Let me know your thoughts on that. I haven't. It's just been drama, isn't it? Formula One this year. It's a strange time for Formula One. Actually, I think it is a strange time. It is a strange time. I'll say that. Just trying in car now, just to see how I get on. Oh, it's got to get used to that. It's not the yellow. When is an F1 drama, Jay? There have been a few years, in recent years, I think the hybrid era for me has generally been a different type of drama. It's a different type of fan. The most disappointing era for me has been the hybrid era, for me personally, because of the sheer domination of Mercedes. I've wanted less drivers to have their careers wasted in cars down in the pack, and I want to see more racing, and there's just not enough racing. It's funny, you know, when you see the comments from people and they say, oh, you know, nobody can touch Max and Lewis, they're the best drivers out there, and I think, loads of drivers could touch them if they had the equipment to do so, and they don't. So, you know, I think that's Formula One all over, really. I suppose something I've always disliked about F1 is there are so many drivers out there who never have the chance in good equipment to, you know, in a top 3 team to show their worth. You know, they're always middle of the pack, and you think, what could that driver have done? And in a way, that's kind of good for Roman Grosjean, because, you know, he's gone from back of the grid at Haas to winning races in IndyCar. It just shows that he wasn't able to showcase his speed, and that's why I'm kind of liking, you know, if you can't get a drive in Formula One, go to IndyCar. It's a real racer's formula in that sense. More so now than it has been at times. I have felt at times that it's been a bit of a strange one, because that's where Will Power was always so good at fuel saving, wasn't he? You know, that was. So it's still about fuel saving, but not as much as it has been at times. It's more visible to the public that they're leaning on the car and leaning on the tyres. Yeah, it would be a very different story. I mean, you would see some really interesting racing, I think, if there was more drivers that had a chance in good equipment. You know, there was, wasn't it? There was a rule that was discussed in the past where drivers, if they won a championship in a team, they had to leave that team and move to another team. I always liked the concept of that, because it would mean that you'd have 7 different drivers over 7 different years that would have a world championship at Mercedes, and that would have really mixed things up, I think. But instead it has been that sort of technical domination of this era that has taken away from the actual motor racing. So when I make YouTube videos, I used to sit here and do maybe 200 or 300 laps before I actually made videos. Sometimes I would really put a lot of practice in, because there's no point doing videos, I felt, until you've got a rough idea on the line and the gears through the corner and stuff like that. And it takes time, you know, when you're not used to it, you're not playing it all the time, you know. I'll be back onto Rally next week, or a bit of Forza Horizon. Just the thrill of driving in F1, I'll have to look at that in just a moment. Oh, that's a shame. It's very tight with the it's kind of thrown me off now. It's pointless now. I guess the thrill of driving for machinery outweighs regular podiums in a lower category. There is part of that. I mean, I would say that in a way it's kind of keeping your powder dry in a way. I feel that, you know, some drivers like Giovinazzi is a good example. You know, he's in an Alfa Romeo. What can he do? You know, he could. What could he do? We don't know. We don't know what he could do, really. We've never seen him in a good enough car. It's and also something to get from Formula One is, you know, there are number 1 and number 2 drivers. There are people which the car is built around. You know, probably Nikita Mazepin sees that a bit at Haas, that the team are more about Mick Schumacher than they are about him. But rightly so, let's face it, he didn't earn his way by winning the F2 championship, and that doesn't help him. But in some cases it is tough when it's a number 2 driver and you're driving around a car designed around your teammate. You know, there's a lot of friction right now in Formula One, isn't there, in terms of fans and stuff like that. Makes it very highly charged, because there's a lot of fans that they're sort of blind to the actual sport. They just see their driver, and their driver is right no matter what. That's it, and they will hear nothing more of it. and you cannot reason with these people. You cannot show them evidence or anything like that. They just ignore the evidence that they don't like, and then say, but what about this occasion 3 years ago? And you say, no, let's talk about this one section that we're talking about. And it's whataboutery, as they call it, of the internet these days, and that's really where we are. I'm just trying to learn how to drive this. Not too bad. It doesn't feel as dirty driving it from the No, I didn't know that corner was there. I thought it was a different corner. Nice. It's taken me a while to learn this track. It just all looks the same. It's a very samey track. Right, here we go. This is it now. This is a serious face now. Serious. Going to be a tricky start then. Everybody's got to play it calm. Okay, so it's following everybody through, playing it safe. Quite a snake it's going to be. Visibility isn't great because it's so flat that you've got everybody sort of riding your way. It's interesting. And these concrete walls, they're just so repetitive. Goodness, make you dizzy. Alrighty. So Max is leading then at this Grand Prix on the Jeddah circuit. And Lando Norris is languishing in 10th place at the moment. Getting past by a very quick Fernando Alonso at the start, but got to play it safe after the bad luck, of course, that Lando faced at Brazil. Just getting caught by Carlos Sainz, who had a pretty poor start. When does DRS become available? The answer is not yet. Closer to Fernando this time. Coming up to the chicane, and the chicane, if you like, but feels like a chicane. I'm going to just touch the brake a bit because I'm a bit closer than I'd like to be at that point. Don't know how the AI is going to respond, or anyone for that matter, because I'm still learning my braking points. So we are quicker than this, but we just have to find a way through. Alonso's going for the overtake there.
DRS is now available.
Slowing themselves up there. Got offline there. Damn it, damn it, damn it. It's such a high-speed corner there that it's not really a braking point, you know, for overtaking, sorry. A lot of the braking points is a dab of brake and a downshift rather than actual braking. I'm losing touch a bit. Still got it though. I don't see my man pressing the button on my DRS. Anyway. Oh. Daniel Ricciardo goes for a move there. I'm not expecting it. My teammate. Multi-21, Daniel. Multi-21. Ah, that's no good, is it? Oh, what's going on here? Look, he's throwing me off now. And Tsunoda's got in the mix.
Try to keep focus.
Oh, we're going to have to get serious, aren't we now? 3 wide. 3 wide. Look at that, just a little bit of loss of concentration. Not very good in that middle section at all. I don't know how to drive it. Alright, let's get our head together now. It's not working out for us. We've got to beat Ferrari. Now what, Daniel must have some speed. Come on, use it. Alrighty, we're not keeping up, are we? It's not happening, it's not happening. I think auto DRS has to be on. Maybe I'm braking too early for that corner, that's what it is. The whole lap could be a DRS. Absolutely. There's just DRS everywhere on this track. It's all about more power. Trying to use DRS on me. That's how Daniel got past me. I wasn't thinking about the DRS performance. I wasn't letting Tsunoda by then. He tried to do what he did yesterday, didn't he? Just like crash into the side of me for a laugh. I'm out of the DRS range now. Don't seem to be getting the speed these guys seem to be getting. But we are pushing. We're pushing hard. Pushing hard there. Braking too early. I know I'm braking too early. I've got to find a braking point. What did we learn during that run, viewers? Nothing. Nothing. Actually, we learned that we were braking. Hulk, thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming in. Brilliant. Thank you. Absolutely. And do say hello. Always feel free to say hello and give me some chat. I can't always talk when I'm driving, but between driving, I like to have some chat. So thanks for coming on today, Hulk. Brilliant. And to all of you watching as well today. Dun, 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 dun.
Anthony Davidson, a resounding victory today. What set them apart from the rest?
Well, they certainly stood out as a driver with tons of confidence on the track. I think their ability to keep their cool, even during some of the more hectic parts of the race, meant they were able to capitalise on the mistakes of other drivers, giving them the opportunity to make their way to the top spot with ease.
Still work to pretty much real life Yuki. It is. Yuki's going for it again there, and I wasn't ready. Look at that. Yuki literally just bashing into my rear wheel. Literally doing exactly what he did yesterday. It's literally the exact move. So the Yuki AI stands up well. It's proper Yuki. Then that messed him up a little bit. Fell back into the Ferraris then. And luckily I didn't sustain too much damage. There we are. It's just so flat. I just wish there was a bit more soul to it, in terms of the course, really. So there is that. I kind of wish there was a bit more in the way of life to the circuit. I mean, but there's a lot there that is pretty good. It's a pretty nice high-speed circuit. But I think some of the high-speed corners on the second part of the track, that's going to be interesting to see how the dirty air works, because of course at high speed, following is going to be really tough. So it's going to be interesting to see how that works as well. And that's been it really. I've been fast car parks. I mean, that is what it is. It's got that feeling to it really. And I think Miami's going to be a bit like that next year as well. It's going to be a bit of a Sochi really. So that's it from me for now. I'm going to go off and have a cup of tea. But thanks for tuning in to today, viewers, for a quick few laps on Jeddah. I think we learned some of the circuit there. Still a lot to do, but you can only take in so much at a time. And then I'll come back later and do a bit more on it. Probably get my head around it, watch some other people doing it, and then really get sort of focused. But we're not a million miles away yet. We just need to figure out the basics of that middle sector. And that's it from me for now, viewers. As ever, more soon.